Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Frankly FM84 and this is An Englishman Abroad, where we are currently out in Indonesia managing Sulut United. As you may be able to see there from the league table, we are currently sat 3 points behind Persija in second place, a point ahead of Tira Persikabo, and it's coming down really to a 3-horse race, I think, for who is going to be in with a shot of winning this title. If we have a little look at the schedule, you can see that since our last video, we have been a bit hit and miss. We had a 3-2 win against Persebaya. We were here, weren't we? So we had a 1-1 draw with PSIM. We had a 3-2 win against PSM. We had a 3-2 win against Persebaya. We then lost 2 games to Barito Putra and Persipura, and then we beat Bali United last time out, which leaves us with today's episode, which is going to be games against Bayangkara FC and Mitra Kuka, as we look to close that gap on those at the top of the table. So let's jump straight on into the first game and see how we get on against Bayangkara FC. Okay, so here is the lineup for the first game against Bayangkara. We have got Darmawan in goal, Ariza, Tata, Polly and Bakhtiar, Wijanto, Rumer, Aditya, Mandawan, Karabo and Tiwu will play up front. So let's see what happens in the first game of the episode. Okay, so we are off and running in the first game of the episode. Not a lot happening early on. Looks like Bayangkara might have had the first shot of the game, but we are certainly having the most possession. We are having a throw in here, which goes to Rumer, back to Bakhtiar. He doesn't beat his man, but Rumer tries the ball across, and then all of a sudden Bayangkara have caught us on a counter-attack. There's a tackle gone in, Polly's gone to ground. Referee gives a penalty, and that's pretty frustrating. He didn't need to jump in at all. The man was going nowhere, and all of a sudden we are 1-0 down to a Rifal Story penalty. That really was avoidable. I think that he didn't need to jump in there, and certainly didn't need to make that tackle, as the player was going nowhere. But that's what happens sometimes when you have players who have tendencies to jump in. So... So 37 on the clock now. We're not really getting into this game. I'm not too sure why we're not playing to our best. But we're getting at half time 1-0 down thanks to that penalty. And looking at the stats, we've been pretty poor. I think at half time we're going to try and change Aditya because he looks out on his feet. We're going to bring Crayon and play him wide right. I think we're also going to bring Wayu on and play him in place of Rumer, just to give us some fresh legs for the second half. See also if they can't be a bit more creative in the middle of the field with Wayu. So there's a goal kick here that's going to be played to a Bayangkara player, and the ball over the top catches us out. Luckily it's put wide this time, and the score stays at 1-0. So looking certainly at those stats, it's pretty depressing. Hopefully we're going to pop up with a chance or something, because so far we have had not a lot from this game. We are dominating the possession, and we are now starting to have a few shots looking at the stats, but 80 minutes on the clock and not a single highlight for us. And this game is just drifting away, and this is really disappointing considering we were looking to close that gap on Persija at the top, but instead it's Persikabo that have picked up from our defeat, and they have leapfrogged us in the table. So a disappointing first game of the episode. We are going to jump forward to the second game and see if we can't correct that. Okay, the second match of this episode is going to be against Mitra Kuka, and the lineup we are going to be putting out is Darmawan in goal, Ariza on the left, Mustafa, Yoranga and Bakhtiar on the right, Wijanto, Wayu and Aditya wide right. Mandawan is going to play in behind Maran and Tiwu up front. Let's see if this lineup can help us get back into some kind of form after the disappointing game last time out. So, game up and running, and we're going to look to get straight on the front foot here, hopefully. Try and right that wrong from the last game, where we weren't very good at all. And it looks like a slow start to this one too. We have managed to have a shot on target. And now we are starting to make something happen. Hopefully there'll be a highlight to suggest that. And here it is. Mandoan tries to play a ball, it gets cut out. Mitrakuka are now going to turn that into a counter-attack. Ball in behind, and luckily Abdul Rashid, I think that was, smashes the ball over the crossbar. And then from a goal kick, Ariza cuts it out, but it's straight back to a yellow shirt. And then a big ball over the top. There's big gaps in behind. And defenders get caught out so often with those balls. Wayu to Mandoan. He's had a shot that's hit the crossbar, I think. It's either hit the inside of the post or the crossbar. It's gone out for a goal kick, and that was unlucky there. Have a throw in now. Back to Wayu. Crosses it in. First shot is blocked, and there is Wijanto. The great finish after the ball gets deflected. So the throw in comes to Wayu. Takes a couple of touches before sending the ball in. Moran has the shot that gets deflected, and Mandoan with the vision to find Wijanto there, who smashes it right footed. It goes straight in the far corner, and we have a lead, which hopefully we will be taking into the half-time break. 2 minutes added on for that, and there is half-time, and we are looking good with a 1-0 lead at half-time. Team seem to be playing quite well despite the lack of highlights. If you look at the stats, we've had a good amount of shots, only 3 on target, and we're having quite a decent amount of possession. We are having 52% to 48%, so suggests that we are on the ball, but we've got defending to do here. Ball's cut across, and the team in yellow have had a shot. They've hit the post, and what a scrappy goal. That was crazy. So the ball's hit the post, it's then hit the man, and then it's kind of bounced off the goalkeeper, hit the man on the floor, and rolled into the empty net. And from saying we were looking good for the win, we are now seemingly on for a draw, and hopefully the game isn't going to take that away from us too. I'm going to make a few substitutions to try and get some fresh legs in. And on the field, Mandoan looks like another one who probably should come off. And then bring Romero on to play there. Confirm those subs and get back to the game. So 10 minutes to go. Hopefully we can push on and get a winner here. But the game is flying by now, and there is not a lot happening until this highlight. Bakhtiar's going to try a cross, gets blocked, and then the yellow shirts are swarming forwards on the counter-attack. They're into the box, shot is blocked well, but they try the cross anyway. Hits a man, hits the post, and another scramble. This time results in a corner. Maybe this is the last roll of the dice. 92.5 on the clock, and that was just terrible. Pass straight out of play, results in a throw-in, and I think once this throw-in comes in, it'll probably be game over. But they're allowing them to build an attack. They kick it straight out of play as well. I do not know what this highlight is, but Ariza's going to have a throw-in, and then he goes straight out of play too. All that build-up and all that hope of, oh, there's going to be a goal here, and then it's just 3 throw-ins, all get kicked straight out of play to finish the episode. So a bit disappointing there. We did get the point, but for a team that was only suspected to have been relegation battling team, I think we're doing exceptional. A bit disappointing that we do seem to win games off camera and have gone a bit camera shy again, but I think that is something that once we pick up a win and we pick up a run of wins again, we will be okay and flying high once more. So that is it for this episode. A big thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button to help the channel out. But for this one, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching.